Hi friends, in today's video tutorial, we would study how to prepare this geometry in AutoCAD. So as usual, before we start with the drafting, let us spend some time in analyzing this geometry and trying to see how we'll proceed with the drafting. After analyzing this drawing carefully, I feel that the best way of beginning this drafting would be to first change the view to the left view. Then in the left view, we'll begin by drawing this inner circle of 48 dia and with the same center point drawing the outer circle of 80 dia. Then drawing a line which extends from the quadrantial to the outer circle to the other end of quadrantial to the outer circle. Then we'll draw one rectangle which is of 64 units length and 16 units height. Remember, the corner of the rectangle would be the center point of this circle, and the length would be 64 units and the height would be 16 units. Once we have drawn that rectangle, you will see that there is a further additional distance of 24 units. So we'll stretch that rectangle to an additional 24 units. Then we'll go in the southwest isometric view, and before going that, we'll trim the unwanted part of the circle. Then in the southwest isometric view, we'll extrude this to a thickness of 64 units, and the rectangle will extrude it to a thickness of 48 units. Then we'll move the rectangle 8 units from the left side over here. Then we'll fillet this edge with a radius of 24. Then on the outer circle, we'll draw this circle of dia 24 and using push-pull take it downwards. And then we'll get a hole over here. With this, we finish the geometry. So let me show you how we'll proceed with this drafting. So the first thing which we would do is we would change the view to left view. Now we are in the left view. We'll begin by drawing a circle with a center diameter, and let's take this as point, and the diameter would be 48 units. Then we'll draw another circle again with center diameter command, and again it will have the same center point as this circle, and the diameter would be 80 units. Hit enter. Then we'll draw one line quadrantial to the outer circle and quadrantial to the other end of the outer circle. Hit enter. Now we have to draw one rectangle. So we'll select the rectangle. The center point we'll take over here, and we'll give the length of the rectangle as 64 units, and the height of the rectangle would be 16 units, and we'll hit enter. Now we'll further stretch the rectangle to by another 24 units. So we'll type the stretch command of AutoCAD, and we'll stretch the rectangle and we'll hit enter, and this becomes the base point, and stretch it to an additional distance of 24 units and press enter. Now we'll use the trim command and trim the unwanted parts of the circle. So we no longer need this. We no longer even need this. We also no longer need this part of the rectangle, and we don't need this part as well. Now we go into the southwest isometric view, and now we'll extrude this to a thickness of 64 units. So we'll use the push pull. We'll click on this surface and give a thickness of 64 units and hit enter. You can press escape to come out of press pull. come here and change to shades of gray. Now again use the press pull and select the rectangle and give it a thickness of 48 units and hit enter. Now we have to move this rectangle 8 units inside. So we'll type move. We'll click on the rectangle. Then we'll give the end point as this, and we'll say that it has to move on this axis and the distance is 8 units. So we type 8 and press enter. Now we no longer need this profile elements. So select the profile elements, that is the part of the circle and the part of the rectangle, and delete it. Now we would like to fillet these edges. So click on solid, click on fillet edge, click on radius and give the radius as 24, hit enter, and then click on this edge, enter, and you have to also again click on the other edge. So fillet, click on this edge, enter, and again enter. So the edges have got filleted. Now you can turn the grid line off by pressing F7, and we would like to draw a circle in the center. So we select home and we select center diameter, and we want the center point of this. So we type CEN, center of this outer plane, and the diameter is 24 units, and press enter. Now we use the press pull feature of AutoCAD. Click on this surface and pull it down. So we get a cut in the central surface. Finally, we'll use the union command and we'll combine both these elements and make it into one. Now we have to give a fillet edge over here. Now they have not given the dimensions. Let us take it as 5 units. So again we click on solid, fillet edge, and give the radius as 5 units and click on this edge and press enter, and again press enter, and our geometry is now complete. So friends, in this tutorial we have seen how to make this beautiful geometry in AutoCAD. Hope you have learned something new. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, goodbye.